this week you find us on the Barocco River in New Georgia Island on the western province of the Solomon Islands, and we're chasing Mangrove Jack. We're working all these mangrove-lined edges and creeks and snags, and fingers crossed, we'll come up trumps.
We come up trumps all right, and it's a Jack, not a Donald.
Be your average size.
Back home in Oz, it's humps, not trumps, when we get into some great Barrier Reefies, and we catch our dinner as well.
You're throwing back right into the net.
I do a wild vet rescue from my Hobie, and it's Shark Week back up in the Solomons, where I also come up with one of my most unusual catches ever.
Handle them with care.
Lola Island, Vona Vona Lagoon. That's the exotic address of Zipolo Habu Resort, where my wife Monique and I have enjoyed a stay in a tropical clear water paradise. But this morning we're leaving the lagoon far behind and moving into a different kind of tropical water. Because today we're going from fishing the reef to stalking the jungle. Our Zipolo Habu guide has told us about some great fishing challenges among the big tree snags of the local river. So we're out early for a long run upstream, and the feeling of anticipation is as thick as the jungle humidity.
There's islands scattered everywhere in this section of the Solomons. This is the Barocco River. There's not too many rivers over here, but this one in particular is a very good one for our target species today, which is the Mangrove Jack. That's it, lift.
And Monique's first on.
Down. Lift and wind down, that's it. Lift and wind faster down, slower down with your drop. Oh, a nice cod. Beautiful little cod. Beautiful.
What?
There you go. Very good. It's a beautiful little cod, yes. And they're one of the mainstays up the river systems. Lots of teeth. These ones face almost backwards. The fish really can't get back out of its mouth. They grow to much bigger than this. Whoosh.
Nice fish, but we're not on target yet.
Oh, another cod. There we go. Bang that out. Another little Jack. Well, that could be a little trevally. Oh, little trevally running through the species at the moment. Just a little bloke. He's having a happy time up here, just eating all the little bait fish that are coming into the system. I'll just lay him down there. He'll go turn over. And there away he goes. Let's see what else we can find.
The jungle heat and humidity make this one of the few situations where I can't comfortably wear my usual full life jacket. But I never board a boat without at least my waistband PFD. And as you'll see, it doesn't hinder my fishing style in any way.
There we are. Beautiful fish, aren't they? Great bunch of teeth in there. They're a real predator. I'll give him a look. Oh, I might just get the pliers, Mon. This would be your average size up the river, but they grow a lot bigger out on the reef. We're talking fish over 12 kilo out on the reef, massive big fish. They go out there once they grow up in the river systems. That's a beautiful fish. I'll slide this one back in, let him go. Back to his snaggy bottom.
And now we're on target. The anticipation builds for what we hope will be an even harder fighting Mangrove Jack. Somewhere out there under all those snags.
Jack. There we are. Sorry, mate. See you, buddy.
this feels like the one, or is it?
He's only a little bloke. He tried to bury me, see, straight in the snag there. He got me in there. He's tiny. Oh, there we go. Just a little fella.
A little fella that's attacked a lure as big as himself. And a great example of the fight in the fish that makes these one of my favourites of all time to catch. The new Shimano Chronarch MGL is a feature-packed bait caster that's perfect for Aussie anglers, featuring a new spool design which allows for a low moment of inertia, meaning that little force is required to get the spool spinning. This means that your lures will cast further with less effort, making it perfect for long days out on the water. With loads of Shimano high-tech features, take a look at the new Chronarch MGL bait caster. Back home in Oz, I've got my Trident 610 offshore Quinny out on the southern waters of the Great Barrier Reef. I've been joined for this trip by my film editor and fishing mate Bob Blasdell, and we're looking for reds. Well, we just come out of Fitzroy Reef, beautiful anchorage there, and I'm looking on the sounder. We're in 22.2 metres of water up here, and some really good fish showing. So I'm actually going to go back to the spot. I put a quick mark in, and I'm going to just wander back there because there was loads of bait, but also some big arches all around it. The technology has found the fish for us. Now Bob and I are rigging to get down there among them all, and that means the good old paternoster with a sinker heavy enough to get the bait down quickly through the water column. And with cameraman Paul, we're all well aware that one of us will have the job of cutting today's best bits into what you're watching now. And that's him right there.
The editor recognises who it is.
I prefer it if they don't see my face, mate.
Your wishes come true.
And now those best bits start to happen.
Another parrot, is it?
Like a little lunar cod or something. Have a look in there. You can see the bait just sitting down underneath. Oh,
Hey,
little trout. No.
a little trout. Little being the operative word.
Yes. Beautiful speckles on them. Have a look at the colours
beautiful.
on
Look
that.
at him. Bit of rubbish. What the hell's that trigger? Wrasse. I'm getting harassed. Sorry, mate. Straight out of an aquarium, that fella. Straight out of the aquarium.
Oh, what is this?
Fruit?
What is it? Yeah, I've hooked him. Ah, that's the problem. Little saddle tail, but unfortunately he's hooked underneath.
Oh no. He was only looking at it and you caught him.
I know. Where's he going, Bob?
Here it comes. I think it's a husser.
Oh no, leathery.
No, trigger fish.
Trigger fish.
Hey,
This feels little. Gosh, there's a few of those around.
another tiny tusker. We need the elephant, not the tusk. This does seem a bit better.
Better get him in or he might be sharked. Lost the lot. Oh, nice, another big...
Tusker. Tusker. Geez, something's had him too. Have a look at the side of him.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Something's eating him.
While I'm safe in my full life jacket, Bob's also covered with a waistband inflatable. And as you'll see, it's not hindering his fishing in any way.
Yes! Yeah, it's a husser, I think. Yep.
Nice husser.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Oh, I just got another tab. No. Oh, this one's got a bit more grunt in it, mate.
That's it.
Yeah, better fish.
Good.
So far.
What have we got here? Oh, nice colour. Beautiful. That's a trout.
It's a trout?
Big trout.
Oh, yep. A good fruit.
Yeah. Here, look at him. You want to lift him over?
Yeah, I'll lift him over.
Get him over quick. Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
That's better, baby.
This is what we're after, boy.
Hey, I'll give you a low five.
A low five. That's a beauty, mate.
That's a cracker.
That is an absolute
that's
cracker.
That's a legal fish.
That's a beautiful trout. Oh, that's a beauty, mate.
That's a ripper. He's no monster, but perfect eating.
That gamakatsu.
The old gamakatsu.
She don't want to come out.
Throw him back, mate. No, come on, you can't say that I haven't said throw him back.
You'd kill me if I threw
You know
him
where
back,
you throw him back? You throw him back right into the estuary.
Well, I hope I'll give him a dunk.
A damn good trout anyway.
And there he is, mate.
Yeah, that's a good trout, laddie. That's a good trout.
Yeah, showing him up to the sun up here and I'll get a nice pic. It's lovely. One more that way. Beautiful, Bobby. Champion,
Excellent.
mate.
Well done, buddy.
Champion.
What we predicted. It's really good to get your target species, I tell you.
And from the very next strike, I'm on the red target too.
Yeah, baby.
He's better.
Bit different.
Yeah. Go, buddy, go.
Ooh.
Might be the Emperor of Japan.
He's bigger than a hussar. Oh, working him down. What do we got here? Does it come in the corner?
Yeah, that looks a bit
Oh,
better.
no,
Big red throat.
Big red throat.
Big red throat.
Not too bad.
He's all right.
Bit bigger, bit better.
He's all right.
He's a nice fish. He really pulled hard. It's a beautiful fish. That's it. And then we can have a nice, better look. Look at that coloration around the eye. Just amazing. And around the fin and those beautiful dorsal fins.
And how's this for icing on the cake of what's been a beaut little reef fishing session?
Now that's close.
Even closer to home, I'm taking time out to go kayak fishing for Tailor.
Well, it's a picture-perfect morning here on the Port Hacking River, and the fish are busting up all over the place, which is fabulous. I've got this little atomic surface lure. I'm just going to start flicking it around, trying to follow where the fish are rising. Oh, there we go. Tailor down there. All right, this one feels a bit better. What do we got here? Yeah, nice little Tailor there. Beautiful. These guys get up to about a good solid 2.5 kilo here in the estuary. There's a nice Tailor. Beautiful. Righto, mate. I'll let you go. See ya. Right there. Oh, right behind it. Got a little Gillies pilchard chrome on. As you can see, I've put just a single hook, a sharp little gamakatsu right on the end. And this is the bait that they've been eating. So there's a bit of this bait missing, but you can see the resemblance. Tailor, just saw a little eruption on the surface over there. Quick cast and wind, and here we go. So shake their heads all over the place. Oh yeah, he's not too bad. Oh, leapt straight in the kayak.
And he's a fish with a problem.
He's got a 7/0 hook sitting across the top of his back. Right there, right through the skin. Obviously they've had a live bait on, trying to catch a kingfish, and this guy has come in and just crunched it and been hooked up, broke off. He's a nice sized fish. Ooh, gone. Beautiful. Plano's new HydroFlow stowaway utility boxes have hundreds of small holes positioned on the top and bottom of the box that allow air to circulate around wet lures, letting them dry naturally. It also helps resist deterioration that can happen inside a sealed box. The Plano HydroFlow Stowaway 3700 will hold plenty of your favourite lures and is a must-have to store all your tackle.
Out off Zipolo Habu Resort in the Solomon Islands, I'm popper fishing for Vona Vona Lagoon pelagics. And even though it's too hot and sweaty for a full life jacket, I'm still not taking any chances. And I'm catching fish.
Yeah, oh, what's going on here? Rainbow runner. Okay, but anybody. Good bait for a dogtooth. Let's have a look at him. Beautiful. Lovely coloration, like a purple, all the way down the body. Grey on top, bit like a kingfish, got the yellow tail. Used to catching big GTs. Not quite sure what it is, probably a little rainbow runner. Another rainbow runner, wow. Gosh, they're a beautiful looking fish, but aren't they? Hey, shaking his head, you can see how, you watch his head shake there. Gives it a big shake. Oh. A rainbow runner. He's a pretty solid one too. I thought it was a small blue spot trevally. Here's the next size up. Quite a big fish actually. Ever want to release a fish, but I think this one will be going back to the village.
And from the look of that weather, back to the island is where we're going too. But that's not the end of the fishing fun.
Well, it's feeding time at the zoo. Probably 15 whaler sharks here, little black tips. I walk them.
And fishing fun here doesn't need a rod or even a hook. If that was fun, what comes next is truly bizarre.
So we're looking for holes. They have these big mantas that live in there, like a crayfish, but a very primitive and prehistoric looking crustacean. What you basically do, this is the weapon of choice. It's a squid jig, just the big long prong, and then they tie a fresh piece of fish on the top. You lower this down the hole, and he comes up and grabs hold of the bait, and then you slowly lift him out. And they're beautiful eating. Oh, look at that. What a peculiar prehistoric looking creature that is. It's almost an alien. That is crazy. And apparently they've got super sharp pincers on them as well. Wow, right off, basically straight out the front of the restaurant. Hey, how amazing is that? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes! Look at that. How good's that? You handle them with care. If you touch them, they'll actually try to snip you, so I'm not going to go too close. Wow. Good stuff. The expert.
And now, here's that weather.
Well, I think it was a good idea not to go out fishing.
But I'm told the taste of the mantas, more like lobster than prawn, makes it worthwhile to hang in and stay wet.
Oh, there he goes. Woo! He's an absolute cracker. Aren't they unbelievable? Here on the Solomon Islands.
And that night in the Zipolo Habu Resort restaurant, we're about to find out just how good these mantis shrimp are to cook.
Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me.
But that's just what we did, and it was delicious.